Hello, everyone. We are live. Welcome back to another wonderful watch party. Always great to be here. Just trying to get everything. I feel like I always start late because no matter how much I prepare in advance, something always comes up and I'm trying to get stuff going. So we'll jump in live. I'm live, obviously. And Sam P, thank you for coming in. NASA Keynes, that's John. Thank you for coming in. I should have. So I was thinking, I watch like other streams on other channels, not necessarily Cobra Kai channels, seeing what they do. And like many of them have a lot of them are like general purpose streams. Like they're like movies, television review. Like they're focused on like culture or whatever, like movies, television, like Cobra Kai, but more broad based. And so they just talk about like the latest news, like, such and such, like this past week, there was word about Henry Cavill, right? Like Henry Cavill is leaving The Witcher and he's going to return as Superman. So I think, definitely some of you, I don't know if you're Witcher fans, but probably there's some Superman fans, and like it's like news, and then they sit around and talk about that. Usually they have other people. So they sit around and say, I'm excited to have Henry Cavill for Superman, and screw the people at Witcher because they screwed up this such great potential show. And then they go through things like that. And like but I never know how you guys take it. Like, because I always feel like when I do a live stream, and maybe I just don't pay attention, but I always feel like when I do a live stream, when I prepare stuff and I talk about it, like I'll be talking about something, that I prepared. The easiest is like when like John Hurwitz does a Q&A or something on Twitter, and I'm like going through it or something, and then I look over at the chat and it's like, do you think Sean will be back in Cobra Kai next season? And it's like, I never know. Are people actually paying attention? Like, does it care? Like, I don't know how to work the stream. Like or just do like random Q&A. Like Preston Jacobs, like he mostly does random Q&As about whatever anyone asks, except he hasn't the past couple of months because he covers Game of Thrones stuff, House of the Dragon. So I don't know. Everyone joined the channel. The benefits are awesome. Yes, and I uploaded a new video last night. I don't know if you guys saw it yet. It's the reaction for episode 2. So I'm gonna keep getting those out. The episode 2 reaction is up there. So yeah. So check that out if you're interested. Also let me know, like, if you like the way it works. Like I put in more images and stuff. So like leave a comment, like, and just let me know. Like if you like the way it is, you don't like, if it's working for you. That way we'll know. So that way I know, like, if I should do something different for the next episode. I'm trying to get just feedback. Lisa, hello back to you. Better get renewed sooner rather than later. Well, make sure you watch my video. I did cover it because we have John Hurwitz on camera specifically saying there will be more Cobra Kai. They're probably already renewed. They're just not working on it. They may have a contract signed, I suspect. They're just not working on it because they're filming obliterated right now. And they said that, and this is in the interview with Cobra Kai Kid. If you watched his interview with John, Josh, and Hayden, I think that's where they said it. Yeah. That they, want to be able to dedicate themselves. If they're splitting too much, they're worried it'll be a reduction in quality. So they do want to focus on stuff. Like they want to be focusing on Obliterated when Obliterated's going. And it's going. So you got to wait. So it's probably just a marketing thing and a time thing. So the time isn't right. Who do you think has the best chance of winning the Sakai taikai? Well, Hydra, I need. What is this? I literally just opened a new, gosh darn it. You ever have like one? Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's clickbait. Okay. Hold on a second, guys, here. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna have this pulled up. I need to just always have this pulled up, because I always get questions. Okay, here we go. Like, I always get questions that were already answered in a video that's out. So, like, if you ask me something, so this is my channel, okay? Hydra? Are you here, Hydra? So, like, if you go to my channel page, watch party, I'm going to move this House of the Dragon stuff. It's good, but can't get views. Season 6 theories, right, Hydra? Look, watch this one. 63,000 views. That's not nearly enough, right? 63,000 views. Like, we should have 300,000. No, this is a good video. You want to watch this one. Because this really addresses, like, the problem, or not the problem, but, like, what I think, like, people are doing wrong here. People aren't, you got to think about, like, the world tournament differently. Like, it's not the All Valley, right? This is not the All Valley. This is something different. And while you're there, watch this one about the release date, because that's where you get John Hurwitz. 16,000. It's not enough views. So what did I just click on? No, I clicked on something accidentally. Because it's the Sakai taikai is not the world tournament, or it's not the All Valley. Like, so it's going to be different. Like, if you're thinking, oh, who's going to win? Will it be Miguel? Will it be Rami? Is Hawk going to win again? Like, I think you're thinking about it incorrectly. Like, it's going to play out differently. And in the clue that I bring up in the video even is, like, we have a line where they're walking in episode 8, I guess it is. Episode 8. They walk in and are like, oh, dude, I saw the winners of the last year's tournament did a commercial in, where was it? Hong Kong or something? Hong Kong, Taiwan, something like that. Hong Kong. Like the winners, like it's kind of weird. Like, you say, well, what, is there more than one winner? What do you be like? Wow, there's a boys girl in division and a girls division. So, like, the two winners, probably not. Also note, like, in order to qualify for the Sakai taikai, your dojo qualifies. It's not an individual. It wasn't individual qualifications. It was dojo qualification. Steph Sonny, who lives in Amsterdam and is very curious about the red light district. If you ever visit Amsterdam, he wants to know what you think of it. People might have stopped paying because they know it could be a year or more for season. Yes. I definitely think the wait will probably be more than a year. think Robbie deserves it. Mm-hmm. Samuel, this is an interesting question. What are your thoughts on Cobra Kai having a life or death battle for one of the teens, like in Karate Kid 2? I think we already got that. Oh, shoot. This isn't going to work. All those new images. That was your kind of like your Sam Tori fight in season 2. What happened to the background music? Oh, boom. There it is. How's that? Thank you, Cobra Kai World. I forgot I turned it off. You guys like it, right? I hope so. I never really know. But hope season 6 comes sooner. Yeah, but I mean, I understand, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. And from where it's looking now, probably not going to happen. Season 5 fixed a lot of beasts, which partially makes it a beautiful season. Yes. It's also why season 5 feels like like it could almost be a conclusion, because and somewhere way it's intentional, wrapping up a lot of those storylines and such. So yeah, because Robbie and Miguel were fighting again. Well, okay, Taiwan, yeah, that's where it was. Like Miguel left suddenly. It was kind of abrupt. Like, it's kind of getting interesting, and they just they just kind of ended it. Like, they just they could have brought it another episode, but it seems like they wanted it done after 2. I talk about this more. Maybe I should make a video on it. I don't know. Do you guys want a video on this? Like, I talked about it in the podcast, Cobra Kai Companion. Like, I just feel like it's, the way they deliberately structured the season of only 2 episodes in Mexico, and it kind of cut things short. And I do feel like it could have gone further and longer. But if you're curious on how I think it could have gone, check out the recaps on Cobra Kai Companion. And we have 3 out. We're gonna get 4 out. The 4th, hopefully, in a day or 2. So we'll get to that. Would there be an age range? Like we just don't know. Like, maybe there's a sensei division or adult division. We don't know. All you know is you had to qualify by the dojo, right? It was the dojo that qualified. Eliza Lee, glad you made it in. What do you mean by Stranger Things Day? Oh, just because today is Stranger Things Day, and to me it's mostly lame so far. Like, I mean, like the Twitter account, they're just posting behind the scenes pictures. We'll talk about it in a second. Love the background music. Great. Late 2023. Correct. Feel like the end a little. Yeah. Yeah, which I even brought up in my season review. And that's somewhat intentional. Like, almost like the show had a conclusion. What is the next episode? Yeah, like in a day or 2, hopefully. We've had to put it off recording it for a while now, but we'll try and get it going. Maybe even as early as tomorrow. We'll see. Hector could return at season 6. Maybe season 6, maybe season 7. Are they making some announcement at 4 p.m. Eastern? It's really unclear to me. I don't know what they're doing. I guess someone said somewhere that there was some sort of season 5 news for Stranger Things today, but I don't know what the heck they're doing. All I know is like what they've put so far is like kind of just like eye rolling. It's not like something I'm gonna care much about. Hector is done. Yeah, it sounds like it's writer's choice. You know, they could find a way to write him back in, or they could just leave it as it ended. You know, that's like the way it ended. Like, you could certainly find a way to get him back in if you wanted, or if you don't want him, like, you just have it the way it is. Best Cobra Kai channel. Thank you, Om Patel. Really, I do appreciate that. What is next for Kenny's character? So that's a good question. I think I tried to address Kenny a little bit in like the video, the season 6 video. The thing about Kenny, like, so there's still he and Anthony probably have the most still to cover. They didn't necessarily resolve anything, so like there's still like stuff there to cover. You know, it's not like Miguel and Robbie, so there's still a little bit to go through, maybe some resolution between them, you know, to where they can work together or something like that. There's still Leah out there theoretically, like maybe Leah will come back. We don't know. So I think what we'll see is like maybe something like Anthony and Kenny. Yeah, trying to figure it out. The thing is, they don't want necessarily. You don't want them to be just like Miguel and Robbie again, unless they do. I don't know. But they gotta like figure something out, like, so that maybe they can have like their own little story. Didn't know it was Stranger Things Day. Well, I didn't. I only know because people keep tweeting about it. On the new Karate Kid movie, there's really not much to say other than it looks like just like some sort of, I don't want to call it a cash grab per se, but just someone coming up with a story and slapping Karate Kid on it. You know, partially just for marketing and recognition. You know, we saw like a plot outline. It's like it has no connection to the Miyagi verse, and it's a different type of story. So it's just like, yeah, it's like this thing now where you just like, you could just have like a new story and an interesting story about like, it's like a kid teaching the adult karate or something, you know, but they slap Karate Kid on it because let's get the viewers. I don't know. I'm not necessarily excited, but there you go. John, Cobra Kai should be on the ad-supported tier. My understanding is everything from Sony is included. Is your information correct? Because I actually read something and it specifically said everything from Sony is included in the ad-supported tier. Someone tweeted that it didn't, but it was incorrect. So Netflix, Cobra Kai is on the ad-supported tier. So because everything Sony from Sony is. Season 4 had more success. Explain what you mean, Johnny. Season 4 had more of like a cliffhanger ending. Season 5 ended like a almost like it could be the end of the series. Like it could have been the end of the series if you wanted it to be. What color will Hawk's hair? I don't know. They're doing everything. They may just keep it the blue they had it. It feels like a cash grab. Yeah. It's like a pseudo cash grab. It's not necessarily like they're just straight up trying to just get money off a property, but like it's definitely feeling like they're using the Karate Kid name to try and add to like something that has no connection to the Karate Kid. Other than like it's a teenager doing martial arts and like the other than like the very basic, but they're just using the Karate Kid name to try and piggyback off its legacy. It's everything you don't like. Well, not everything you don't like, but it's definitely like something like that just like has become frustrating about like studios and in movies and such, and you kind of just regret it. Like you wish they wouldn't do it, but but like even now, like there's a lot of people like I follow on Twitter is like, well, yeah, I'll check it out. If they slap the Karate Kid name on it to something that has nothing to do with it, I'll give them my money. Well, so they're gonna keep doing it. So what are you gonna do? It works. What are you gonna say? Like, what are you gonna argue that it doesn't work? It works enough. It works often enough to keep doing it. Could be a team thing. Yeah. Recap on Chosen? We could. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could talk about. Like I also want to like talk about things that like people want to watch. It is frustrating like to work really, really hard on a video and like it just seems like no one is interested, which happened a lot with season 5. Like I don't know what people are interested. The video that got the most views was the Hawk got nerfed. So I don't know. We'll see. Duo fights. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the tournament works. We don't know. ASUR. Get a lot of that. Robbie needs to be champion. Maybe he will be. Mike and Johnny. I don't know. It would be close. Mike may be a little out of practice. We'll see. Hector Salazar, thank you for coming in. We got a lot of catch up the chat. Yeah, okay. Am I behind? All right. I'm gonna skip the role players. Role play, as long as you don't overwhelm the chat. Why would a team event be fan service? Don't make the World Tournament some sort of team event just for fan service. I don't understand what you mean by fan service. How is that fan service? That like fan service would be like, references to the movies or something. What's next for Anthony? Will Kenny still be the bully? No, I think they're going to try to like move on, but like they have the most to do. TV shows are meant to entertain. That is correct. No, Jaden Smith is not in the Sakai taikai. I don't know. Are you serious? You put a funny thing at that. Well, like people have been asking John Hurwitz for like 4 years now. And he just says no every time. RJ, no. I wouldn't necessarily say they're complete. There's always more to do. So we'll see. But the first part of what you said, the legacy character, I mean, that is somewhat true. It was definitely heavy focus on Daniel this season. Terry's going to deal with his legal trouble first in season 5. So something like that may happen, but it would probably be, or season 6. Like that could be like a season 7 something. Kung Fu Kid, I tried. Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be a new romance story, Steph. There's just going full fan service and following individual arcs. Sure. Where are we at here? In terms of view hours, it looks like season slightly more like, but season 5 stayed on the charts for 1 week longer. I think you missed a number. Do you mean season 4 had more viewing hours, but 5 stayed on the charts for a week long? Yeah, I think, well, the promotion for 5 was a little off. It was lackluster. There's a lot of people who didn't even know it was out. Like I watched, like I'd say, other channels and stuff. You know, it's like people didn't even know it was out, which is probably attributed to that, why it was on 1 week longer, because it was a longer spread of people going, oh, this is out. And now now that it's like moved off, there's probably still people who would watch it, but weren't watching Netflix at the time. And now when they open their Netflix, it won't pop up. Hey, watch this shit. Will Leah join Miyagi Fang? Leah is not a karate person. Yes, round table is correct. That's like people who think, is Moon going to join karate? Even though in season 4, she was directly asked, do you want to join? And she said, oh, no, I don't do violence. Yeah, there's a lot of theories that he somehow flees the country. It's possible. I just don't know how they're going to do this. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You could bribe the jury. Yeah, I think Terry will be off the board for like 1 season. But as Silver said, he lost his reputation. Or Silver said. Hayden said that. Barnes did hold his own against Chosen. That's true. How much did the views decrease for season 5 videos? A fair bit. And the season 6, like the theories. I don't know. It also may have been bad timing. Like I think the Miguel Robbie video is popular, and if I'd like put that out first, it might have done better. But it was a few weeks before I put that one out. So yeah, it's wrong. Whatever. If they said it's wrong. What's on Netflix was on top of this, because they were even tweeting something was wrong. to be a winner in some capacity. I don't know. Robbie Keane, a Troy. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, you guys are just. When does Obliterated wrap filming? Here, we'll get to that in just a second. Wimpy, stick around, Wimpy. There's a lot of videos predicting. Yeah, they're all trash. And probably a lot of them are like by like semi-bot accounts. Like there's a lot of like crap on YouTube that's like fake accounts or something. Not like fake, but like they're like the equivalent of like clickbait clock or like bot run accounts, but on YouTube. They like make whole YouTube videos like bot. So yeah, Anthony and Kenny, but we'll see if they keep doing karate, they'll probably be together somehow. So we'll see how it works. Obviously, we need a story, right? So they can't like completely avoid each other. Yeah, that's definitely true. You know, Johnny and Daniel have always been kind of the center or heart of the show. Bullying Leah, like maybe Kyler or Sean won't be bullying Leah. I don't know why you think Sean would bully Leah. Like, how are they even going to interact? Could use Silver's private plane, maybe. Regarding the last video about season 6, I think Kim's favorite female student is gonna fight Tori in a brawl and beat her bad. Then Tori will later gain confidence. Yeah, like something like that could happen. Like how? I don't know. Like I don't know how. But maybe she's got some tough students, some tough girls back in South Korea. Did you know that Gianni did audition for Daniel? For Daniel or with Daniel? What are you talking about? In an alternate version of universe. Okay, but this isn't like whatever. How long can he's rob? I'd like to see that. That's a good question. I'd like to see it maybe repaired a little bit. I think they'll repair it, and I think maybe even Robbie can resume as like a mentor to Kenny. And you know, maybe Sean gets out and the three of them do something together. Imagine looking if maybe that would be something. Is Hector redeemable? No. Boy, they would have done it already if that was going to happen. Kim will fly her students. Yeah, I don't know. Does she just import a bunch of teenagers to the valley? It's kind of weird. It's one thing for her to like bring in senseis to come work for Silver, but it's something else like to like import a bunch of teenagers. That's what's like we can't figure out, which is why maybe we think they go there. Oh boy, before or after Thanksgiving. Does it matter to you? We could do it earlier if like you want. I don't think like I'm trying to think like is there anything like on the calendar that would like we would want to schedule it around, but I don't think so. So you know, I was gonna make a post. I'll make a post and I'll ask people. Um, do you think it's possible Hector was becoming a changed man? Was he becoming a changed man? Well, I mean, he was already, like, as much as he would be. You know, he's like married and he looks after that kid, you know, somewhat, but favorite Chosen moment, probably the Terry Silver fight. Here, let me look. Let's just, we're going to pull something up real quick here. We're going to come back to this. And then, we'll come here. So, like, here's something Hayden just tweeted this week. We're shooting a scene for Obliterated that is like the All Valley, but with guns, explosions, planes, motorcycles, barricades, Russian fisticuffs, armored vans, and mass chaos. Luckily, we have the crooked ref from season 4 overseeing stunts, so we're good! Exclamation point. Looks good. So this is like Obliterated. So a few things we can garner from this. Obviously, they're heading towards the end of Obliterated here. So obviously what they're talking about is the finale. So I think Obliterated will wrap, and it was scheduled to wrap in November. So maybe the second or third week. So they got like a week of this. Definitely sounds exciting. A lot more crazy stuff. A lot of blowing shit up. Which is actually different for John, Josh, and Hayden. You know, for everything they've done, like the karate show was obviously different from them previously. And this is like a different type of action now where it's clearly like full on like action sequence and in fighting and blowing up. So, you know, I don't really know what to expect from Obliterated. It's going to be a very different show. It's going to be like rated R or mature. Like there's going to be a lot more like sex and violence and probably drug use and everything. So there's a lot more coming from it. There's a robot too. And I guess their stunt coordinator is that guy who played the ref. I don't even know his name off the top of my head. I guess he also is a stunt coordinator. Hayden has a few posts here about like how good Terry Silver is, which is like a way to look at it. Die Hard meets The Hangover. Yeah. In fact, I think I described it when they first announced it like that. You know, I don't know if there's like a release date for Obliterated. So keep in mind, like they were going to shoot Obliterated last year. But Netflix said, you know, we would rather have Cobra Kai season 5. I think like they had Obliterated mostly written and ready to go. But Netflix is like, no. We want Cobra Kai season 5 for early September 2022. So they sat down and started writing season 5 and like rushed season 5 instead. I assume we'll probably get Obliterated next year. I think like that's the normal turnaround. We don't know when. You know, could be the summer. I imagine probably the summer, right? Like it's like a summer movie, so it seems like a summer release. But it's gonna be exciting. I saw like a wants the series to end with murder. Obviously, this is based on something ridiculous. Jacob says a lot of stupid things like in interviews, and then people write stories on it, like he just screws around. Disregarding the 2000. This is just like should praise for Reese New Heights Cobra Kai premiered earlier this year. Impressed fans and critics. His ideas for a fitting end. Jacob sat down with pop culture. This is not going to happen. What I would have, Hawk has to murder somebody. He goes, and then Kreese, obviously he's Kreese, so he's thrown back in jail. It's inevitable. He's also in prison. And this is Kreese and Hawk working together, running the prison. Oh man. So that's Jacob's idea. Is Kreese and Hawk are in prison together. Robbie will probably win the Sakai takeover while Miguel and Sam elope. Interesting. Miguel and Sam elope after all that. They break up every other season. So anyway, there's some silly fun stuff. Were you not disappointed to see Daryl Vidal? Well, yeah. And if they didn't bring in Daryl Vidal, obviously they didn't want him to be like one of the senseis that Chosen beats up. But I don't know. They must have something in mind for him. You know, it just didn't show up yet. I thought, you would think they'd have him in, but maybe they have something else in mind. What do you think? Speak of Abe, Rob, and Edwin Never. I don't know what you're saying. Mike Train and Miyagi Fang. Yes, I cover this in the video on the Sakai taikai, season 6. I cover it there. Be sure to check that video out. It's a good one. But like, I think Mike has definitely a role with the team, with the dojos in season 6. Feels like a summer show. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes, that is correct. Should be the stunt coordinator for. I don't think he's a stunt coordinator. He has many skills, but that's not one of them. Look, there's no cheat. Either take a chance and win or die. Yes, you either win the Game of Thrones or you die. Or when you play the Game of Thrones, you either win or you die. Fernandez, Vidal. They've been in touch with everyone. They just have ideas and whatever. Looper has some pet articles, yeah. Hawk will die in season 5. Yeah. Clearly, Jacob just likes he's gonna do these stupid interviews, so like he's gonna just have fun with it, and then like other people just turn it into sort of dumb clickbait articles. And keep in mind, like that's a big portion of the economy of the internet. Like so much of the internet economy is based on this nonsense. Which is why, you lose faith in humanity after a while. Maybe Barnes next season. Barnes is sensei. Yeah, definitely. No, season 6. Keep in mind that the Ferris Bueller thing, they're only kind of partially attached to that. Like they're not doing the heavy lifting, so to speak. It's being written by actually is one of the guys from the Cobra Kai like writing team or something. But like they're like producing it, but like it's like a side project. Like they're not doing the big stuff, the heavy lifting, so to speak. So the Ferris Bueller thing happens if and when it happens. Like it's on its own schedule, but it shouldn't interfere with anything else they got going on. I assume whoever was writing it is like writing the script. If anybody's going to elope, it's going to be Tori and Robbie. I actually agree with you, Cobra Kai World. They're more like an elopers. But I don't think they're going to have eloping in this show. I don't think it's going to end. The couples will just end together and it'll be a happy ending or something. If you continuation of current students taking this as a rule, when should it be? I'm not really into that sort of thinking. Like, I know it's like fun to think about it. Like, I get it. I just, like I enjoy this, but like, I don't necessarily know if like these things should go on in perpetuity. Like, it just goes on forever. Like, I do believe in like new ideas and ultimately like new content, like new stuff. And there's other sorts of spin-offs. We can have a great, moment, but at some point you just got to let things out the pasture, so to speak. And, which is also why like this new movie that they're slapping the name Karate Kid on, like, I don't like that. It just, elope. Do we have some kids here? Elope is to get married without any like preparation or something. Like you just go somewhere and get married. Like you decide, hey, let's go get married. It's not like the long process of engagement. It's like getting married suddenly, so to speak, often without telling anyone. Yeah. I can see Barnes focusing on improving students' speed and endurance. Yeah, he's got a lot. Hawk will die in season 100. You're probably right. What is this? Jeez. Okay. It's 90. Yeah, well, they haven't decided on the season. You'd be sick if Julie Pierce is there. Yeah. Terry could be Sato. Maybe. Peak Terry? That so-called Karate Kid movie, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do something on Obliterated. I mean, I'll watch it for sure. I'll definitely, I don't know how much I'll do. Like maybe just like a review of the whole thing. Is it worth like doing bigger things? The funny thing about like Obliterated, is it sounds like a show. It makes me think of 24, which I never actually watched, but I'm aware of. Like it seems like a show that you would think after season 1 it would be done, right? Like there's these terrorist people who have a bomb or something that's like threatening Las Vegas. Presumably, there'll be a big shootout, explosions, everything. And like, presumably the good guys will win at the end. Spoiler, the good guys win. They capture the bad guys. They stop the bomb. Like everyone wins. Like, and you would think it's like done. And then season 2 will be that they'll celebrate. Season 2 will kick off. Season 2 of Obliterated will kick off with them celebrating winning season 1, and then it starts all over again. which is probably what they have in mind. So, like it starts all over again. It could be like a year later. Season 2 is like 1 year later, and it's the anniversary of their winning. I guess that's another way to do it. But it seems like there's not like something like Cobra Kai where like you can predict what happens next. So like, like in Cobra Kai where stuff happens and you're like, ooh, I think maybe they're setting that up for a future season. What'll happen next season. Like, I don't know if Obliterated's going to have that. Like, where you there's, like, things you can predict what happens next. It would be interesting. Maybe it's a question worth, like, asking John, Josh, and Hayden. Maybe if they do a Q&A or something, like, it's a question worth, like, it's probably not meant as, like, a limited series, one-season show, but, like, is it like something like you can predict what happens next? Like, so like I don't know. Like I'm assuming like that's the way it is. Like, like the thing is like in Die Hard, yeah, of course there's like a Die Hard 2 and a Die Hard 3. But it's not like you would watch the original Die Hard movie and then be like, "Oh, that's a setup for like the next movie. Like that's a setup for the overarching story or something." It's not. It's just like, they just made a movie and then made a sequel, and the movie is based on a book actually. Actually, there's if you're not, I mean, I assume you have Netflix. There's a series called The Movies That Made Us. It's kind of like easy, cheesy stuff to watch. And I'd been watching it recently just like for something easy to watch without thinking. I like it, and there's one on Die Hard, which I would recommend. It's kind of interesting. If you're just looking for something easy, cheesy to watch. One of the people were, around two. I was gonna say this. It's such a common twist. You're almost surprised. Actually, you know what the funny thing is that one of the people we were probably working with the terrorists too is like, that was like the plot of almost every Mission Impossible movie, or at least like the first 4 or something. Like the first 4 Mission Impossible movies was like someone from the IMF team was like secretly betraying them and like working for the other side. Like, if you look at the plot of like all the Mission Impossible movies, they've done that like almost every time. Which is like one of my criticisms of the Mission Impossible movies. Well, I don't think it's that. It's just like it ended obviously with Kreese leaving jail. But it wasn't quite like a cliffhanger the way the end of season 2 was, or even the end of season 3. Although season 3 wasn't as much. I think like the end of season 4. with Kreese going to jail and like Terry Silver taking and Miguel going to Mexico, I think those season 2 and season 4 like had the best cliffhangers in terms of what got people interested for the following season. Not very bingeable. I hear you. Having never seen it myself. Was for character progression and comedy. Yeah. They're moving the relationship through. Like, yeah, for sure. That's accurate. Stranger Things have a time skip. No. I think like there was like, yeah. So it's like Stranger Things Day. Not really. There's like a Roblox thing, and I actually have Roblox because I have a 5-year-old nephew and I've played it with him. So, which is it's kind of stupid. I mean, it's like go collect things in Roblox or something. Like I can't imagine. But Stranger Things, like it the way it ended, like it's like there may be like if it's like any sort of time skip, it's gonna be like a week or something. Like, well, like it's not gonna be like a year because like the pit to hell opened up like at the end of season 4 there, so it's not like they can just jump 1 year later. Like it could be a few days or a week. I think like there was some confusion because the Duffer Brothers was saying some stuff. But like, I don't think it's going to be like a time skip the way you're imagining, like a few years later. And like, yeah, the kids are older now, but like, that's just life. That's just, you know, film. It's the reality of like film, which is like what happened in Cobra Kai. Like Anthony's actually like aged so many years. Like he was like 10. He was like 10 in the first season, and now he's like 14, 15. like. Well, some kids from some local high school are gonna win it. We'll see what happens. I understand what you're saying, but you know they have the power of Miyagi-Do and they have the power of Cobra Kai, so they have a lot of advantages. Why are some people? That's some random that we have no. It's not that they want a random to win the tournament. It's that they feel like that like it's pushing believability too far if the characters we followed win the tournament. But I don't think so. I think they can win somehow. Not knowing all the details. Wait, episode 2 is the messed up one. I don't know why it shows up like that. Lapuso go to the dark side? Yeah, that was probably never going to happen, though. Like, he's still like a LaRusso, and he's still like rooted in Miyagi-Do. Like, it's like the same thing. Like, everything Anthony went through, he never considered anything other than Miyagi-Do, right? So, like, he's still like rooted to that. Although, I would like to see Anthony train more with Chosen. We've seen that maybe with Johnny and even Mike Barnes, you know, as well as his father. Not some randos. Yeah. I mean that. Like, I think we'll get a good story. Like, but I think they can win. The problem is, I feel like they want one more season after they win. But then what happens? Maybe Cobra Kai wins. Yeah, so I think Cobra Kai wins. Or well, I don't know if I think that, but you know, then Cobra Kai's everywhere in the world, and it sets up season 7. Maybe, I don't know. But then Cobra Kai wins all the tournaments, which maybe makes sense. I don't know. We'll have to see what they have in mind. They have something in mind. We don't know what they... Yeah, that's like the whole purpose I made, you know, in this video. This one, you know, you go to the channel page and scroll down. This one, like, the whole purpose was like, you know, you got to think about it. Like, you can't just imagine that the Sakai taikai is like, as just the All Valley on a bigger scale or something. Like, it's gonna be different. So, like, that's how you got to think about it. Like, don't think Cobra Kai wins. Yeah, unless Sensei Kim has students in South Korea. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Don't know what they have in mind, but they got something out there. In his turn to redemption, I don't know if he broke out of jail to redeem himself. Watch 4 start to finish. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I've watched both so many times. I don't know. Kreese and Johnny Walker. Yeah, I think this, whatever happens here, is coming in season 6. Like, I think Johnny's a big part of Kreese's story going forward. I mean, obviously, and then there's Cobra Kai and everything, but like, I think there's more between Johnny and Kreese to come. I am Cobra Kai. Yeah. What are we doing? Okay. Let's see. Well, so what did we cover today? We talked a little bit about Stranger Things, Obliterated, and specifically a lot about season 6 and Cobra Kai. Acknowledgement, he messed up. Yeah. Maybe. We got some, that scene in season 4 was pretty good. Where, you know, we get at least a hint of it from Kreese's perspective. Look at some of the season 4 analysis. It was season. Where did I cover that? Oh, maybe that was season 5 theories. But yeah, I may do, if I ever do like a Kreese video, a wrap up video of like him through the season or the series. Yeah. What if Kreese teams up with? What if Kim teams up with Kreese, since Kim knew Kreese and they shouldn't? Yeah. Well, Kim and Kreese is a pretty common theory. Koala Kai. Yeah, Koala Kai. Right. Support the leg. Ah, yes, yes. All right. Let's wrap up, guys. More videos will come. Probably not as many. I'm trying to do some other stuff, some other writing. Yeah, people say that they like my Grease stuff. Not a whole lot more. Well, I mean, I guess I could add, some of the stuff from jail. Yeah, a Crease video. Maybe. Do you guys want a Crease season 5 video? Maybe we'll look at what he was thinking or something. I don't know. They don't get a lot of views, but nothing's getting a lot of views at the moment. Like Cobra Kai is just unfortunately like the wave has passed, and but we could do like a Crease season 5 video. Maybe let's do that. I'll think of something this week. I should do some like shorts or something too, because those get more videos or views, but I'm like doing some other writing. I'm trying to do some writing, so there will probably be less views. Okay, a Crease video. Yeah, we'll do a Crease video. I think that makes sense. You don't always have to get the most views. Crease doesn't get people don't click on Crease. People click on Tori in a bikini, like for the thumbnail. What if I do a Crease video, but on the thumbnail it's Tori in a bikini? Oh, that's so a good idea. I'll do a split. I'll have like Crease, and then I'll have like Tori, but it's not Tori. It'll be Peyton List in like a bikini, and I'll say what he really wants, or why he cares. A watch party real life breakdown. Why he cares about her, and it's like it's not even Tori, like it's Peyton List, like it's a shot of Peyton List, like like I distinguish between like what would be a picture of Peyton List and what would be a picture of Tori. So it's like what he's really after. Daddy comes home or something. Maybe we'll do something like that, because anyway, but Tori was a big part of his arc in season 5. But I mean I covered it from Tori's perspective in the Tori video, which is great. Watch it if you haven't seen it. But we could talk about it from Crease's perspective. So and maybe it'll get more clicks like that. Crease comes back with the milk. Yeah, he comes back with the milk, right? Grandpa comes home. Daddy or granddaddy? Both. Daddy and granddaddy. A season 6 announcement in December. I don't know. Like it'll come just whenever it comes. Like I think like trying to predict stuff like that is ultimately just worthless. Like you don't really know, and you don't know what they're thinking. It's Netflix marketing. Like we don't know what they're thinking and why. So what's the point? It comes when it comes. But watch my video on the release date. Because there is, watch this video. Didn't get as many views. People weren't as interested, but watch this video because there are some important points that came directly from John Hurwitz. So that's a good one to watch. Yeah, we'll try to do a Crease video this week. I think that's good. I don't know if I'll do any shorts, but I am trying to do some other writing. I don't really think there's a pattern to it. Like it's just like what the marketing people want to do. So it's like trying to distinguish a pattern and then predict future events based off that pattern is probably not going to be accurate. Like in the sense that even if you're right, you aren't right for the reasons you think you're right. Like you're just right on accident. So we'll just wait. We are in November. Thank you, everyone. If you never watched my Stranger Things videos, I do have a few good Stranger Things videos from season 4. I made some House of Dragon videos, which no one watched. The few people who watched them liked them, but whatever. I don't make videos like that. Sam getting kicked in the face over and over. But thank you, everyone. I'm going to take off. Have a great day.